We have set today a new set of 32 eggs into the incubator. We're going to see how this hatch goes. I'll keep you updated every few days. This is the last hatch we did, where almost every one of them hatched. I only had 7 that didn't hatch. They are thriving and healthy. And then, of course, we had 1 hatch in between, if you remember. Then we only had 2 hatch. And here they are, also very healthy. We are at day 4 of our new hatch. So actually it would be day 3 because you never count the first day. You have to let the incubator heat for like 24 hours before you put your eggs in it. Okay guys, I just candled my eggs. It's day 10 of incubation, and as you can see the 2 bright spots, that is the 2 eggs that were not fertile that I took out. The rest of them are all fertile, and I've seen babies moving. So I'll give you another update here in a few days. Okay guys, the chicks that were born a few weeks ago, the bigger ones, I have introduced to a small pen outside today, and my big girls are exploring them already. They are all interested to see these new babies. They're still a little bit scared, so we just butted the cage up against the pen. Let them go in it by themselves when they're ready. And then we'll move the pen. And I wanted to show you all something. My little white Polish hen here, a dog got a hold of her a few days ago and ripped her neck feathers loose and every one of her little tail feathers out. I took her in and cut the hair around her eyes, medicated her, got her out of shock, and her neck feathers are seeming to mend back in place, and it looks like she's doing better today than she has the prior 2 days. I kept her in the house in a pen for overnight the first night, and then kept her in that day, and then we returned her back out. Finally got them in, and I think they are happy. We got Georgia out playing with her for a little bit. Georgia, look. He's going to try to get her to do some tricks. Turn. Oh, turn. Turn. Good girl. What are these? Look. Georgia. Again. Gotta tell her to turn. Come on, turn. Turn, Georgia. Georgia, turn. Put it down there where she can see it. Turn. 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 Good girl. Come here, Georgia. Come here. Halfpint. Come here. Yeah, it's a pretty biggie girl. Yeah. He's a pretty biggie girl. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a pretty biggie girl. Yes. Yes. It's a good girl, Georgia. Where's a good girl, Georgia? Yeah, she's in. Hey. Okay, guys. I'm getting ready to move my hatchlings that hatched a week and a half ago into a bigger kennel cage because they're getting too small for the bin. And I have another bunch that's ready to hatch this week in 7 days. So I'm going to need the tub for them. But anyway, I'm going to go out and get that kennel. We're going to bring it in. And then we will show you how we do it. See you in a minute. Okay, guys. Have all my supplies there on the couch. Right here is the dog kennel that I brought inside. It's just a large kennel. We're going to use that. First, we're going to take our hole puncher and we're just going to punch a hole at the top and the bottom every so many inches, just so we can tie it and keep it sturdy. See how I did the holes? We're going to do this to all the pieces that I cut. Oh, and I was going to tell you all, on that last batch of chicks that I hatched, I had one little baby that was born with some sort of inner ear infection. And she was constantly digging in her head. So I named her Scratch. And we tried our darndest to save her. It was almost a week after she was born, and she finally just gave in and passed away. It broke my heart because I had spent many hours with her, and I was very attached. But I will have a picture of her up there, too, for you all to see on the YouTube channel. Okay, put it on pause for a minute, Caitlin. Now we're going to take our bottom tray to the kennel. And this thing is not in real good shape. It has been used over and over again, and it has been through some stuff. So I guess we'll have to put it in this way. Alright, Kaylee, go hand me my string. Let's turn it this way so they can all see. Go hand me my pieces of string. We'll put the red side out so the chicks don't pick and tear it up. We're going to go in and we're going to push this down on the outer side of the tray. We're going to do this all the way around the pin. Make it fit in there. Have some trouble here, okay. Alright, now where's my string? I need a piece of string to tie this corner. We're going to put it through the hole. And around the wire on the pin to just basically hold it into place. And hopefully it's going to protect those shavings from being out all over my floor. It's always worked in the past, so I hope it works this time. You don't want this piece, the top piece, very tight because that's got to go down to about right there. Okay, I need another piece of string, Kaylee, to put through this hole. And we're going to do this all the way. I'm going to put you on pause until I get this done, but you get the idea of what I'm doing. But I'm going to do this all the way around the outer part of the pin. And then I will come back and show you when it's complete. See you in a little bit. Okay, guys. So you can see I put the box all the way around the edges of the kennel. And I also made a piece and put on the door. Now we're going to take the kennel in. And we're going to put the babies in this. And then I'll have to take the bin outside and clean it. That'll be for another video. Because I'm going to set it up for the new bunch that's coming next week. These are the guys that we're going to put into the bigger bin. As you can see, they are getting a little bit bigger now. And they have some feathers going on. And before we put them in, I want to let Kaylee introduce a couple of them to you. We have handpicked a couple particular ones out we've got attached to and gave them names. Which one is that one, Kaylee?
Coco.
Hold her up so people can see her. Why did you name her Coco?
Just because I like the name and she looks like Coco.
Alright, can you find your dad's now? Which one is that?
Back runner.
And why does Dad call it back runner?
Because when the others are sleeping, she gets on their backs and starts running on them.
Okay, now where's the one Mom likes so well?
She's lucky, no. That lucky.
She'd be the biggest white one.
Is this her?
I think so. You can see her.
What are you doing?
This is my little Lucky. When she was born, she had trouble hatching and she had to be helped, and it took her hours and hours. And after she was born, she just kind of laid for 2 days. Didn't really move, had her neck all stretched out. We didn't think she was going to make it. And she is as healthy as the other chicks now, and she shows her butt sometimes. But we love her, and we named her Lucky because of that. Okay, now I'm going to have Kaylee to put the bedding in this kennel so we can get their feed trays put in here and get them switched over. And I can move this bin out of my house and clean up a little bit around it so I can get ready to put back in here for the next bunch.
Can't get it open.
Just tear a hole in the side of the bag if you need to. Just make sure it's in the kennel, not on the floor. They get the room dusty enough. That's something about having chicks in your spare room to brood. They get dust and dandruff everywhere. By the time that you're done and you can put them outside, you have to deep clean your room. That's why I wish I had a shed outside. That's a future thing that I would like to do, but I don't right now, so it's still too cold to put them outside. So they are in our spare room. We'll get this spread out nice and even. And I promise, guys, I don't lock her in the kennel. She's just crawling in there to spread the chips. Did you get them?
It's not working.
Pull babies and get them put in.
Coco, is this you?
Don't scare them now. Just...
Coco. Where's my little Coco?
Let's catch a couple babies and get them put in the kennel. Catch a couple at a time. Don't try to scare them. Just let's get them in here. Come on.
Come on. Look, this is Coco. There, Coco. What the heck?
We have 18 of them to go, so let's keep on going.
Go, Lucky. Where's Backward?
That's why I said just get a couple at a time. It doesn't matter which ones you pick up. It really doesn't. We just got to get them switched.
What is this one walking the thing for?
We have one jump clear up on the side of the bin. Another reason we're switching them, they will not stay put.
And you just go out. Wait a minute.
Don't throw them, drop them easy.
Trying. Okay, I'll put you in there.
All right, you gotta get the one that's perched on the chair back there. She's all squatted down now.
What is she doing?
She's on the leg of the chair on this side. See her?
It's not your pin. Here. Come here.
All right. Now we're gonna get their food tray and their water.
The butter one.
Hey. Get the food tray and the water out. And we need that brick. And we're gonna set it right here in the corner.
I can't lift that brick.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off here a minute, and we will be back to show you after we get them set up. We have some poop to clean out of my floor, and I need to get their feeder and water put in here. We'll be right back and show you the results. Okay, guys, so we have them set up in their new enclosure, and we have their heat light on them because it's nighttime and it cools down a good bit at night. But I've been turning it off during the day, and as you can see, we put some food and water in for them. And I think that they're happy little campers.
Can I ask, is that a boy or a girl?
Now, I have to take this bin outside and dump it out and get it cleaned up and ready for this bunch I have in the egg incubator that are due in just a few days. The thing says day 13, but it's actually day 12 because you do not count the first day. The little chick that I had that had the ear infection I was talking about, I called her Scratch. And that was because she was always scratching her ears and digging. But like I said, she didn't make it, which was very upsetting. She started acting like she was doing fine for a few days. And then she just quit eating and quit drinking. And that's what overcame her. Okay, guys, the video that I'm making is so long this time that it's going to be 2 parts. So I'm going to go ahead and edit and put this first part on. And then the second part of the video will be a little more in tune to the babies here growing up and the eggs that I have in the incubator hatching and getting them set up in the brooder. See y'all. Hope to see you soon.